and welcome to my top most requested characters for Smash. So these are just my top 10 most wanted characters for Smash, but I'll also do 4 honorable mention characters or ideas. These aren't part of my top 10, but then the top 10 characters and why. So this is just me saying top 10 characters and why I picked them. So the 4 honorable mention characters, I will start first, so let's get started. Okay, honorable mentions. Alright, the first one. Before you leave this video and think this is really stupid, just hang tight with me. So I thought of a Rocket League car. So I know what you're thinking, like, what the heck? Why? So I just thought of this. This is just an idea. Don't worry, these other characters are going to be actual characters. I just thought of this because we have a lot of strange characters in Smash sometimes. And I think this would actually be really cool, though. A car in Smash Bros. Like, I've never thought of that, but it could use its boost and, like, the soccer ball it hits and stuff. And, like, I think that would actually be a pretty cool character. But, again, it's a car, so I don't think so. But, I mean, we have Piranha Plant, so we have literally the Mario character that just pops out of a tube for a few seconds, a non-player character. So that is just it, but the next one would be one I wanted for the Arms Fighter, but they picked Min Min, which I'm still happy just to get an Arms Fighter. But Springman, I wanted Springman, but Min Min was still great, so I would say this character would come for the next Smash game, because we already have an Arms Fighter, and that would just be way too weird and awkward just to add 2. So this would be kind of like an Echo Fighter, because they have all similar fighting styles, but I think what would set their differences is their movement and like their different gloves. That was kind of the difference between the Arms Fighters. They had different gloves, and Min Min was pretty overpowered, so I hope they change her back to normal and make her less overpowered. And I hope they don't make him overpowered if they ever add him, but it won't be this Fighter Pass for sure. But I think this will be a cool character. The next one being the Bokoblin. I'm very sorry if I said that wrong. But this would be a very like Piranha Plant type character that I think would just be really cool, because like from Breath of the Wild, if you ever played the game, he has like all the Bokoblins are different with like different weapons. They have like different clubs or bows with different different arrows with fire arrows, shock arrows, ice arrows. If you haven't played Breath of the Wild, then you might not know what I'm talking about. But he would be basically like a Piranha Plant character, is like what I'm saying. And the next one being a character I think is very, very, very likely, as you can see on your screen here, Young Impa from Hyrule Warriors. I've played the demo, which was pretty fun, and I hope to get to the game sometime soon, but as you can see, it is a pretty overpowered character. I feel like this would be like another Min Min, but I think this would be really cool. Hyrule Warriors is a very fun and very, very satisfying game, and it's also a fighting game, which would make the most sense. So let's move on to top 10s. Alright, so number 10, I would pick they're not very popular anymore, but they're still pretty iconic looking, like they're very recognizable. The Plants vs. Zombie characters, this was a very fun series to play. The Garden Warfares, the app on the phone that you could play. These are very cool characters. I think they're iconic in a way and dead in a way, but that would be my number 10. Okay, no matter how much this game looks stupid, this game is a lot of fun, but a Duck from Duck Game would be such a cool character. I play this with my friends, and this is such a fun game. We'll play on hours on end, and you're just like a duck, and you just like try to kill each other with like guns and stuff, and then you can use different guns like Snake. I think it would be a really cool character. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind that this character, number 8, is the most requested character and the most denied character, Waluigi. Okay, seriously, Waluigi needs to make it into Smash. It's his time. He needs to make it. Wario's in there. He needs to be the doppelganger of Luigi, and he just has to make it. Okay, I understand the high request for Waluigi, which makes sense. He needs to be in Smash. But here's one character that I think needs it more. Seriously, Toad. Where the heck is Toad? I mean, come on, he's been in every game since Mario Bros. 2, and Waluigi only came in the Mario Tennis Ace series, and then he just kind of just joined in, but Toad has been in every Mario game, and he's very iconic, and I don't just understand why he's not in Smash yet. I mean, they have a Captain Toad game, so they could say that he has his own game. He's actually played it, and I think this would be a really fun character. I don't know quite what he would do, but that would just, where's Toad? Okay, so for number 6, this one is pretty tied with my number 5, but this one would be a character I really want, Master Chief. So I haven't really played much of the Halo games, but I know for sure he would be a really cool character. Because Smash Bros. Sadly doesn't have a lot of gunner characters. Like, they just have like Meat Gunner and Samus and whatever. And I think they need more gunner characters, because I'm pretty tired, and I'm pretty sure everyone else is tired of sword fighters. Like, everyone is just annoyed with sword fighters. I don't hate them, it's just I want more gunner characters, because there's like none. And I think this would be a really cool character. Alrighty, so top 5, Zagreus from Hades. So, I have mentioned this title before. It's a really great game. You try to beat the game in one run, but long story short, it's this guy that's trying to escape hell, and he uses all these weapons, and these gods like give him power-ups, like these Greek gods like Zeus. So it would be pretty cool because you have different weapons and stuff. And let's go on to number 4. So this one is a very highly requested character. I really want this character as well. So Crash Bandicoot. I really want this character for a certain reason. I'm not saying I just want this character just for some random reason. I totally think he would be a really cool character. I'm really surprised he has not made it, because there's like, his fighting style would fit perfectly. He definitely seems like the type they would add it, and it's just like, I don't understand how he's not there. Okay, number 3. So I'm really surprised I don't hear anybody like really talk about this being a character. So I thought of a Skyrim character. I really love Skyrim. I love the graphics. I love everything about it. And there's like, maybe the different skins could be the different types of people. You could use all these different types of weapons, like the axe, the sword, arrows, the magic staffs and whatnot. And then like, you could do a certain level in this environment and have like dragons in the background. I really would think this would be a really cool character. And then they could use like the different shouts or magic. I think that would be really cool. Okay, and number 2. So I have talked about this character multiple times before. So the character would be Cuphead. So I have already made a showcase for this character, so he's pretty high up on my list because I already know what he would be. So I really hope this character happens, but they added him as a Mii costume, so not this game. Maybe next game, let's hope. Let's cross our fingers. But I really love this character in this game. It's so pure genius. It's just clever. I really hope this happens because a lot of these characters I don't really know. So let's go on to number 1. Okay, so number 1. So if you've seen my channel, then this number 1 would be pretty obvious. But my number 1 would be Spyro. Easily number 1. This is easily my number 1 because this is my childhood character, and I really love this game, especially Spyro 2. And I also said I would explain about Crash. So if you don't know, Crash and Spyro were the main like PlayStation games on the PS2, and then they got remade into Reignited Trilogy and Insane Trilogy. So people want Crash more, which I want Spyro more, but I still think Crash would be a fantastic character. But people would probably get angry if they had Spyro first, because it would be too awkward, and people just get annoyed that Crash didn't make it. So I'd say they would have to add Crash first, because it's always Crash first, Spyro second. I don't know why. So that's my reasoning for Crash, and thank you for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching this top 10 video. Normally Steve would be on my list, but thankfully they added him, so I didn't have to. But this video was put on hold, so sorry, but it was because the Challenger Pack 9 was being revealed, and I was wondering if it was going to be a character from this list. Thankfully it wasn't, so I didn't have to change anything, but at the same time not. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit that like button. We'll see you guys later.